guys, my name is Abby and I'm a keeper here at Shakira, and today we're going to be showing you our capybaras. In this enclosure we've got Lolito. He is our male capybara. He's hanging out over there. We're going to be giving him some nice snacks throughout the live. If you guys have any questions about capybaras, feel free to answer or ask them and we'll answer them as best as we can. You'll probably hear the petting zoo making some noise as we're on our live stream as well. So capybaras are part of the rodent family. They are the world's largest rodent. He's thinking about it. So that means they're related to like animals like mice and squirrels. What makes them a rodent is that they've got those two ever-growing front teeth. Now, Lolito is a boy capybara, so he has this really enlarged scent gland here on the top of his nose. That is called a murillo, and he uses that murillo as a way to mark his territory. So he'll rub his face on like the trees in here and the house and stuff, so that way he can say, "This is my property," and no one else will. So they've got these really big teeth and they're able to eat a lot of hard stuff. So we tried to give them big pieces of food so that way their teeth kind of grind down. You don't like the strawberry? Okay. That way their teeth kind of grind down because we definitely don't want to have to like cut them like you cut bunny teeth or anything like that. Capybaras are native to South America, so they live in all of the countries down there except for Chile. Did I give you the good stuff first, so now you don't want anything else?
Nancy's watching from Allen, Texas.
Hi, Nancy. So these animals can be found in oftentimes really humid and wet climates. They like to live in the grasslands and then in the swampy areas as well.
What are you feeding them, Abby?
Right now we're feeding him some kale. In this bucket we have a variety of different fruits and stuff. They've got some corn. We'll save that for last because otherwise he won't eat anything else. He really likes some banana. Oh, I lied. He don't want the banana today.
He's like, kale.
Kale, kale, kale.
Carrie says hi. She knows Nancy and she's in Dallas.
Hi!
And Tammy says these are one of her favorite animals. Thanks for featuring them today. Are they your favorite animals?
Too. So as I was saying, they live in like swampy areas. They are semi-aquatic. So if you look at Lolito's front feet, you can kind of see that they're webbed. So they are able to swim and they're really, really good swimmers. They use the water for a variety of different things. The major thing they do is go potty in the water.
Ew.
Yeah. So they go to the bathroom in the water to kind of mask their scent if they're like in the wild because they don't want predators to come find them.
Hi, Carol from Wiley, Texas.
So they'll kind of hang out in the water, and they're like a hippo, so they have all of their senses on the top of their head. So he's got his nose, and then his eyes and his ears on the top here. So he'll just hang out in the water with just those sticking up at the top. That way he can see, hear, and smell anyone that's coming to get him. The biggest predators to capybara would be like jaguars or caiman, which are a type of like water alligator, and then ocelots and eagles. So the eagles probably pick up the baby capybaras rather than the bigger ones because they're too big. Male capybaras can get about 200 pounds. And female capybaras will get a lot bigger. Don't eat the bucket.
That drool. Drooling.
Female capybaras can get a little bit bigger, so they'll be about 250 pounds.
Ashley says hi to us, and she said that she has visited here and loves it and thanks us for all we do. John wants to know, how would you describe the scent given off by the capybaras?
So the capybaras, their scent gland is not something we can smell. It's more of a thing for just capybaras. Otherwise, they don't really smell like too much, like how dogs kind of smell or anything. They don't smell like that. They just mostly smell like mud.
Erica and her pre-K kid would like to know if they can swim, and if they can, how long can they hold their breath?
Capybaras are able to swim. You don't want the seeds. Yeah, probably not. They are able to swim, so they can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes underwater, which is a pretty long time given that they are a rodent. So they'll hide under the water if something's coming to get them, like jaguars and stuff. Those aren't as great swimmers, so they won't try to get them if they're in the water.
Ashley's also from Dallas, and Beth says her kids love watching this.
Lolito, you got a ton of fans.
Lolito, handsome boy. Very popular with the ladies.
He's like, I only got one lady. Shakira.
Just one girl for his heart.
He's really chomping
so
on
long
a
to eat
banana.
banana.
Are you done? More?
Tammy wants to know if they ever make noise. Do they growl or purr? She says they're so quiet.
They do make noise. They kind of squeak like a mouse, and they talk to each other that way. They also kind of make a noise that sounds like a bark if they're startled. So probably if Bailey or I got up right now, he would get really scared, and then he'd just like bark. I would make the noise, but I'm not very good at it.
I think the fans would like to hear Abby make the noise.
It's kind of just like,
That's pretty good. 10 out of 10.
and then they run away.
They do.
And then Lolito here, he's actually trained, so he'll do a trick. I'll go ahead and show y'all the trick before we go show you Shakira and our little baby capybara. Lolito, you gonna be a good boy? You want the corn? He's like, I'm still chewing banana.
Oh.
What a good boy. So we'll go ahead and dump the rest of the food out for him on the floor here.
John wants to know, what about their personalities makes you love them so much? When they are trying not to bite your knees.
I just love how they're all just like individual. So Lolito here is really friendly. He loves under the chin scratches. And then Shakira is more scared, but she really just interested in the food. So she'll come up to you and eat snacks and stuff.
And then Julie wants to know how long they live on average.
On average, in captivity, they can live to be anywhere from 8 to 10 years old. In the wild, their age is like 1 to 4 years old. And that's just because they can have a lot more predators.
Hi, Emily from McKinney.
So in the wild, they have a lot more predators. Like the eagles will come pick up the babies, so their age range fluctuates a lot more in the wild. And the mom, a capybara, she decided to come out and eat finally. So in here, you'll see Shakira and our baby Potato. Potato's a couple months old now, and we aren't sure if it's a boy or girl yet. So it's really hard to sex a baby capybara because when they're born, they all just look the same. So in a few months more, Potato will either develop a Murillo or not, and then that's how we'll tell if it's a boy or a girl. Shakira is a girl. If she shows her face any time around here, you'll notice that she does not have as pronounced of a Murillo. So they still have one, but it's kind of more covered up by hair. In the wild, capybaras live in groups of about 100 in the dry season, and then anywhere from 10 to 20 in the wet season.
Why do you have them separated?
We have them separated because Lolito is very aggressive towards the babies, so we want to make sure he doesn't hurt them, especially when they're still very young. So in the wild, in the groups of 20 or 100, depending on the season. There will be many females and many males. And all of the females will get pregnant around the same time. And then they'll give birth to the babies. It's about a 150-day gestation period. And when they give birth, they can give birth from anywhere from 1 to 8 little baby capybaras. Usually the average is 4. Shakira here is on a roll with having only a few babies every time. So this is her 3rd litter of capybaras here. She had 2, and then now we just have 1. But she's a pretty good mom. She takes care of all of them very well. So even if she had maybe 4, she would probably still take care of all of them very good. But in the wild, all of the females take care of all of the babies. So even if it's not their baby, they'll still allow it to nurse off of them. And you'll see potatoes chewing on some corn, even though she or he, I call it a she because I'm hoping for a girl. Even though Potato's very young, she's still eating the corn. Capybara babies are born with their teeth, so sorry mom, but it probably hurts to be nursed off of. So within the first 48 hours, they can start eating regular food. So even though it's a very big piece of corn, Potato's still able to munch on it if Shakira leaves it any. You'll notice that the light brown rodent pellets in the diet on the floor there, those pellets are made of nutrients that they would get if they were in the wild. Shakira is also getting some dog food just because she likes it, and she's nursing, so obviously she needs to maintain her weight. But they really love anything that's crunchy. The corn is their absolute favorite. They like oranges, only if the oranges are peeled though. They don't like if we give them whole or like halfway cut oranges. But in the captivity, it's a major problem where the capybaras don't get enough vitamin C, and then they can get a gum disease, which is caused by scabie. So our capybaras get tons and tons of oranges because all of our food does get donated from Walmart. So we get tons of oranges. We don't have too many animals that eat oranges, so they get a ton of them. So they've got 4 toes in the front and then 3 toes in the back. And both of their feet are webbed, as I mentioned before. They're really, really good swimmers. Now I'm sure y'all are wondering how they feel. If you've ever pet a pig, it is exactly how a capybara feels. They've got that wiry hair and like leathery skin. In the wild, like in South America, they are hunted primarily to eat. But then they also use their leather and stuff to make boots and other articles of clothing.
Where are the mom's udders that the baby drinks off of?
So the mom does not have udders. Udders are for cows or goats, but the capybara mom has teats. So her teats, she has 8 of them. They start in her armpit, and then it's just 2 on each side like a normal animal, and then there's 4 sets of them all the way down. So that's kind of how we can tell when Shakira is pregnant. Her armpit teats get really swollen from the milk.
She's like barely eating the corn. She's like holding it in her mouth.
And then the babies are also very good at swimming, so they can start swimming almost immediately. it in the comments. We'll answer them for you while you watch Potato being real cute and Shakira just munching away. She's like, I have no care in the world.
What's their favorite food?
Shakira's favorite food is corn, and Lolito really likes the corn too. They really like apple slices too. Potato's going under the bridge.
Is Potato's dad the friendly one we saw before?
Other side of this little fence, they're in the same enclosure. Once Potato gets a little bit bigger, it'll go ahead and move up with the other two capybaras, Dora and Diego, that we have. And then Shakira and Lolito will be reunited, and it will be like one big happy family again.
How many cappies do we have at the ranch? Nancy wants to know.
We have 5 capybaras at the ranch, so we've got our 2 full-grown ones, Shakira and Lolito, our youngest one, Potato, and then up, if you've ever been here by the bear enclosure, where the lemurs are, we've got Dora and Diego. They're both boys, though, so we got to change that name. They're about almost a year old. They were born in July last year.
And then, can you train them to do tricks?
Yeah, we can train them. Capybaras are really common pets. So people have them in their house a lot because they just go potty in like the toilet. Not the toilet, but like in the water, like if it was a toilet. And then they can be trained. So Lolito's trained like I showed y'all earlier. And then I'm sure if we worked hard enough, Shakira would do something. But she's just like, I got a baby to raise. I'm not interested in anything y'all want me to do.
Carissa would like to know, where would you find a capybara in the wild?
Yeah, capybaras live in South America. They're also kind of found in Louisiana and Florida. People have come to the conclusion that maybe some captive capybaras got loose. Now they just populate those areas too.
My phone is getting loud. Mimi wants to know what their fur and hair looks like. She said it looks rough.
Yeah, so it looks just like a pig. It feels just like a pig too, so it's kind of like wiry like that.
And then John wants to know if we have any enrichment that we give them.
Yeah, so we give them a lot of trees, like tree branches. We give them peanut butter. They really like that. We'll like spread it on the branches so they have to eat it. My favorite is social enrichment, where you kind of just sit with the animal and like basically play with them. Lolito really likes under the chin scratches. One time Shakira felt good enough with me that she rolled over and let me pet her belly.
Christy wants to know if we're going to see Dora and Diego today.
We won't be seeing Dora and Diego today. It's like a 5-minute walk from this enclosure, and I'm sure y'all don't want to hear me talk for that long.
And then she also wants to know if they're illegal to have as pets.
They are legal to have as pets in some states, but not in others. So if you did want one as a pet, you would probably just have to look like under your county's law.
And then how much do they weigh? Emily wants to know.
Potato probably weighs about 10 pounds right now. She doesn't let us pick her up or anything. She's too scared of us. Shakira and Lolito can weigh anywhere from 200 to 250 pounds. Usually females are a little bit bigger just because
We'll check on Lolito one more time since he has his little scent gland showing.
he's like, oh, you better not.
Oh, there it is. There's the bark. Get any closer?
Please, no.
If you have any other questions for Abby or me, we can show you Yeti real quick because she's right there and she hears her mama.
Yeti. Yeti. Stop chewing. Yeti.
Our next video, Emily, will actually be tomorrow. We'll be doing these every single day. Just make sure you like our Facebook page to get notifications of what animal we'll be doing and what time we'll be doing it. It's usually around 12 or 1 because it's usually after we come back from lunch. If there's any animals you want to see, let us know in the comments below or let us know on our Facebook page. We also do have a YouTube that we just started, so make sure you go like us on YouTube. The link is also on our Facebook page, and we have an Instagram as well. Now on our YouTube, we'll be doing like educational tours like this, like we're doing on the Facebook Live, and we'll also be doing like vlogging type stuff, like what we do throughout the day, and then maybe some fun parody videos. I don't know. Maybe. We make a lot of songs here. Rebecca wants to know, do they have different colors of their fur? Are they always brown?
They're pretty much always brown. They can kind of be a more orangey or lighter tan, but they're about the same color all the time.
Potato's just laying down now. Well, thank you, Blake and Gavin, for watching. We love doing it as long as there's people watching.
Oh, I love her.
She could still be a boy.
Well, I love him. I'm rooting girl on this one.
How old are Dora and Diego?
Dora and Diego are 7 months, 8 months, 9.
And then Emily wants to know what country they're native to.
They're native to South America, so you can find them in all the countries down there except for Chile.
And Carissa would like to see the white lions. We definitely will be doing a white lion video probably very soon. I think a lot of people were really wanting to see the white lions. They're very smart. Very
I only
cute.
know about capybaras.
Alright guys, thank y'all so much. Once again, go like us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Also, if you want to donate to us, since we're not open to the public, we don't have a lot of funding come in, and we are a nonprofit organization, you can always donate to us on our Facebook page, YouTube, our Amazon Prime, or our website. If you don't want to give money donations, you can also give us gift cards to Walmart or D&L or Tractor Supply Co. so we can get supplies for all our animals here at Shakira. Thank y'all again. Y'all have a great day. Bye. Say bye, Abby.
Bye.